7, I do believe. And we're here at Baku City, and my story. Yeah, and we're at Baku. I'm K0, and unfortunately today, excuse me, I am on my own. Unfortunately, Nate can't make it, and I've decided to. I don't know what. I think Jamie can't make it either, so I'm on my own today. But still, we roll. So hopefully, well, because I don't know who's gonna reset the lobby if we do get a glitch. Hopefully, we don't. As George is the first car on track, so Baku. It's actually one of the more recent tracks. It came in in 2016, obviously. That's why I did brilliant races, and obviously that year, and then 2017, and you could say 2018 as well. Obviously, you have I wouldn't consider it iconic, but I consider it, well, it's nearly iconic. But you have the castle section in the middle sector. Apologies, wait, I don't know why I just got hiccups all of a sudden. Yeah, so George on the medium tire. Strategy here, it could be probably gonna be medium hard to soft hard, depending on what drivers I like with their tires. But yeah, I'll try and catch them as I can. But obviously, I'm not having having two commentators to help me would be a lot easier, obviously. So they can catch other stuff at the back. But anyway, George is the first car. He has I believe that's a Williams or Maverick behind them, a long way behind. So George, he might have sorted out his internet. Hopefully, the yellow flag there. Is that someone crashing in the car? Oh, who's that? Someone's gone off. I don't know who that is. That's those likes. Has he got wind now? I don't think he has. Anyway, back to George on the, well, it is, even with the addition of Vietnam's long straight, this is the longest straight on the calendar. Getting ready to start flying out. You want to stick to the right hand side, maybe using the curve of turn 1, no, you want to cut the inside, no, not the worst one, but losing the back end of the exit, now coming into turn 2, you want to break about the 50-metre board. Clipping the curve nicely. On the run to the second of the DRS straights. As George comes down now into turn 3. Now turn 3 is really like the last overtaking opportunity you get until you get to the long straight, so into the middle sector. It was a 36-0 obviously. It is the first time on the motor fire. It hasn't been the greatest of laps, but Chenery's going out on the mediums only. I think he plans to go on softs at the end, so clipping the apex nicely. Now coming to the castle section, where I think we'll see a few people crash, but takes it cautiously just so he can set flying now. Gets a good exit. On the straight, I lost track of the corners now. But overtaking opportunities are possible here, but it will take brave people to go for it. You want to cut the curve nicely. You can cut a lot more than what you think to do there. And you need to get a good exit out of, well, this is the last actual corner, then you have the fast left right, which I don't consider them corners personally. But they are. Anyway, here comes George. Now just on the run down to the straight. To the line, sorry. What will he set? And then we'll go on with Maverick after he's the next car. George comes across the line, it's at the 141.1. I think we'll see better time. It's not Maverick actually, who is that? That's Dutch owner, sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, Dutch owner on the medium tire. Can he go faster than George? No, he can't. He's about 1 second behind. Who is the next car? Out on track then. I think we had it's a Merc with FR Dillon as he comes into the pits, and I think it's SLM11, is it? No, wait, that's a Ferrari. Trade by Gaming goes P2 there. I was like, no, he didn't plan, but he is here. And a 141.7, not a bad lap on the medium tire. Who is next? It is Duzlex. The Spaniard, across the line. I think he probably made a mistake on that lap. His Beefy's hit the wall, and you can see he has lost a bit of his front wing there. Maverick though coming across the line. Ockenisa in the Williams, it's a 43-2. Yellow flag, that's straight by Gaming as he has Misses breaking, I'm gonna assume there. Who is next? I believe it's Beefy? I mean, if I'm wrong, I believe it is. Yeah, it is Beefy coming across the line. He got P2 with a 141.6. Then the King Showman, then it is SLM11. So does SLM get this stream? No, she doesn't. On the soft tires, actually. What can she set? Gold pole! Remember, it might be on the soft tire, but still, that's not a bad lap. By SLM11. I wouldn't think of her as like a top competitor, but fair play. Not a bad lap. As watching Carbs now come into the middle sector, he's Beefy ahead of him, but he ducks out of the way. At 35-1 in the middle sector. He's on a good lap so far. I say I would get championship standings. For some reason I can't get on the Discord on my laptop, so unfortunately I cannot update. They have been updated, so drivers do know where they are, where they do sit. But anyway, here comes Cameron Collin through the middle sector. That's a good exit on the exit of the castle section. You know, I do apologise if this commentary is a bit all over the place. I'm used to having Nathan and Jamie here with me, so it will be different. But Cameron Collin was purple in the middle, according to the game anyway. Probably has though. But we do see Milan a 39.3 on the medium tyre. Now I was speaking to Nathan before because he was here. Apparently he is quick, very quick. Well, but will Cameron Collin go faster than him? No, he won't. So Milan there, the Dutchman. Scarred, what's he doing? Why is he stopped? Why? Yeah, actually losing him anyway. Is Cameron Collin going for it again, is he? I'll watch it, because he's in. I think he might be. I don't know why he is. There's no rain, so there's no point. Okay, no, he's not. He's not one down. I can't. He said he was a hot lap. Who will be the next of the starting lap? It is Scanner. So in the Red Bull, 105 drivers at a time. Here he comes. And into turn one, the Dutchman. Oh, on a bit wide there. It is possible to get invalid. And yeah, actually, you have to be pretty wide. And he has to slam on the brakes as otherwise he hits the wall. Getting very close to the outside. Almost hitting the wall, breaking out the 100-meter board, clips the curb nicely. It doesn't look like it's been a necessarily clean lap from Scars. Taking tight though. Here he comes to the middle part of the lap. Oh! He didn't look comfy on his lap and he spun. That's not gonna be easy to try, but he has reset the track, so never mind. Oh, as we have here. What's this? King Showman Hennes. What? I think something's happened there. I don't know what. Maybe they make contact. I don't know. That will probably definitely be reported to the stewards. If FR Dillon, the Dutchman, or because he has the Ferrari of by gaming who will be starting up something. But what happened there? Is Trump still going somewhere? No, he isn't. Okay. Oh, what happened there? We'll have to see in the race what a week. Oh god, excuse me. You're gonna hear probably quite a lot of them. But the people who I'm surprised about, honest, I know SLM11, I know you can say, oh, she's on the soft time, but still. It's still a decent lap. Anyways, Dylan, what can he say in the Merc? On the soft tire, he goes P5 there. Good lap for him. Be next. I think it's Feared is next, yeah. Just 1 second, I'll word him more. Keep going back. Yeah, if you are commenting, unfortunately I cannot read it. Otherwise people get very angry with me. It's fair to say. So that's time I'll have someone else. Okay, she's starting there. Fear, they're still pushing though. How much will he up or will he be down as he comes to the middle section? 1.4! This will be... Oh, he's invalidated. Oh, Fear, that would have been a brilliant lap. That would have put him third at least. Who's next, actually? Dylan, no, George. I think it's George, actually. He's on a second lap on the mediums. Let's see. How's that on the 11? She's up, okay. Not bad. George, though, he's on the medium tire again. He's in 2 laps. His tire deg is pretty high around here. Actually, it's been upped on this game. I don't think you exactly want to be setting more than 1 lap on your tires. George, though. 6 tenths up. That will put him third at the moment. Until we see the likes of... Who's ahead of him? Is anyone ahead of him? I think Does Left is ahead of him. Yeah, so we'll watch Does Left and then we'll go to George. If I can get him here, please, that would be useful. Does Left goes P3, good lap. Then you have George who takes that P3 off, and then you have SM11. She's basically 3 tenths up here, so what can she do? Gets a good run. Now just needs to keep it cool. I mean, not swerve too much on the straight. It's a long run up to the line. What can she do? Can she get into the 39s? No, but she got P3 again. Very good lap there by 11. Now, Cameron Cohen. Can he snatch pole off Milan? Milan in his debut race. Been very impressive. He's at the time on the mediums, remember? Cameron Cohen, he's down by nearly a 10, just over 10 and a half, so he needs to find a lot of time in this final sector if he wants to improve. Here he comes up to the line. Will he go quicker? No, he goes into the pits. Milan, 3 tenths up. I say it could be a whitewash. It might end up being a whitewash. In quality, I think it will be. In the race, I have to see what this race pace is like. Here comes Milan through the cast section. That is on the limit. Oh, losing the back end though. Sorry for my voice going out. Sorry for the change of voice. I didn't expect that to happen. But Milan, he surely would have gotten to the 38s, but now he has time to go for one more, and I think he's capable, and he was proving he was capable. And who's on lap? I think Scars, King Sean. Obviously, you had that controversy earlier on in quality. See, yeah. Did him or Hennes get a penalty for that? Let me see, because I don't know why, my penalty's not coming up. King Sean, no. Hennes, no. Okay, no penalties, good enough. Mr. King Sean. Okay, they're a little bit twitchy. Is that not? Yeah, okay, they'll get back in the pits. Fine. Here comes King Sean. Running up to the line here, what can he set? Goes P3. Very good lap. In fairness. Here comes this guy's up to the line. What does that put him? He goes P10. BV has backed off, so there's a yellow flag. Is that for Scars? He's going small, okay, never mind. Excuse me. Let's see. Anyone on that? I think Dylan is, yeah. In the Mercedes. Losing the back end and will he be up? He's up by 2 tenths. Didn't look like the best of first sectors there, from what I saw. But he still managed to find a decent amount of time. Now here he comes to the middle part of the lap. Not taking the tightest time you can for that corner, but then again, you probably just want to get a decent lap in. And to avoid Castle's favorite gaming is retired. He's retired in the pit, so he's done all of his laps. See, I'm looking. Milan, if they want Milan at 11, Beefy, Maverick, and Hennis, they need to get out soon if they want to set laps. Milan's out. It's at 11 now. Will Dylan get switching from Kingsham? No, Kingsham just get out of the way. Dylan though, 5 tenths up. That actually wouldn't, believe it or not, that wouldn't improve his position. So 11 coming out, I think 11 might be, I think 11's qualifying might be done here. Yeah, hers and Beefy's. Anyway, here comes Dylan, up to the line here. What can he set? He improves by 5 tenths. It's a 140.8, but does not improve his position at all. Yeah, so 11 and Beefy, they can't set times, unless I think this is still the glitch in this game, so I think they can, unless our time machines are glitched, which might be possible. 11's only set 2 laps though, from my knowledge. Who's first out on track then? Who will be? Oh, Hennes! He's not setting the time in quality. He should have been taking it cautiously though, considering it's the out lap. Anyway, Carbon Con. I'll be our first man who will be going for his final lap there. Yep, getting very close to the wall there. Hennes is retired, yep, there you go. At the back of the grid, not where you usually expect him to be. Will Carbon Con be up? No, he isn't. He's down by just under a tenth. Yeah, I think Beefy's out on track, but I think with the game glitch, I think even if he doesn't make it, he'll be fine. Anyway, Carbon Con, Milan is on his lap as well, so. Oh, Carbon Con get very twitchy through the castle section. Here comes Carbon Con. Oh, it's the wall. Does he get wing damage? I didn't see any endpoint fly off in the broadcast camera, but he's 3 tenths down. This lap is almost out my finish. Milan is up though by 4 tenths. Beefy's retired from the session. See, who will be first? Who is it? I don't know who this is in the AlphaTauri. I think it's Scanny, but I could be wrong. Do I have more than one invite? I don't, unfortunately. So I cannot even rejoin. I'm not going to try now, just to see who that is. As Dutch owner in the Williams, where does he go with his lap? It's P6. Do you have? I don't even know who this is. It could be Scanny. It's George's pole. And I don't know. The AlphaTauri, I think it's Scanny. I'm going to presume it's Scanny. Goes P4 there. Milan across the line. A 138.124. Wow. Wow. Those next goes P5. And Maverick, the former driver, 1.8 seconds up. Where will this not put him? It's P10. Wow. All I'm gonna say is wow. Milan. 1.1 seconds clear of the pack. Scanny, I know you do watch stream. If that is you, could you please comment? Just so I'll check them once. So I know. Milan though, a 138.124. Wow. And that's it. We went on King Showman S1111 to retire. And we can get going for, I believe, what is 26 laps of racing at back here? And 50%? I think, anyway. I'll watch George and get around here. Whoever joined the stream, it's gonna, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna say Raph. Raph, if you are here, please let me know. So I know if that's you or not, because it's not coming up and I can't rejoin unless I get a spare invite or someone, which would be greatly appreciated. I think Shani said he can't make it. I don't know who that is, actually. Oh, Whose car was that? I saw a car. Oh. We moved that. We moved a piece of front wheel on Carbon Comscar. Don't why we have to wait all the countdown, but there we are. So, there is qualifying. Okay. Milan on pole. I won't put on second, so that's George in P2. Carbon Connor P3. Okay, Scott. I don't know who that is. In P4. It's AlphaTauri in P4. This is X in P5. King John P6. 11 in 7th. Dutch Jordan 8th. Dylan 9th. Maverick 10th. Beefy 11th. Feared 12th. Skies 13th. And then there's running at the grid in 14th. I'm just unsure that could be, to be honest, but anyway. Do I get the name? No, I don't. Fun. That's excuse me. Okay, this is the last time I check. Is anyone okay? No, okay. Oh, I won't check them again. No one get mad at me, please. Thank you. The outside top 10 will probably be medium hard unless safety gets, which I think are gonna happen. Because it's Baku. And Castle Section will probably claim many victims. That's Mystic. Okay, there we go. And I know his internet isn't great, so I don't know whether he'll be back in. Excuse me. Yes, I know. Because it is now. It is Mystic, okay. So, you're calling one down. Let's see. Okay. Interestingly, Mystic's left again. I know, he said to me isn't great, but we have everyone on the softs, even Fear, which surprised me, but on the hard, we have Beefy, Scars, and Hennis. Well, I think they're probably thinking of doing hard soft, but I think they'll probably end up being at least one or two safety cars, so that strategy might change. I've not missed it back in the session. Well, if Milan's race pace can be as good as quality pace, the only chance that they have of keeping in front of them for that long is get past up the start, but it's one of the shorter runs. I think it's on par with Belgium with how short the run is to turn one. But you have the it varies because you have the tight middle section and you have the longest strip in the calendar. So Baku is a mix. Personally, I like the track, but obviously I know there's people who hate. I know people who despise it. I know people who love it. So depends on how you feel about a street circuit, but with long straights. He missed it even doesn't surprise me. There you go, the pit stop strategy. Okay, the two stop, I doubt it, and they'll end up doing soft, medium, and not. Because as you see there, they say the softs lap 67. Even on 2019 with the lower day than we have on this game, they were dying at around lap 5. Oh god, I did that as we wind up on the grid. I'm intrigued to see if people like Hennes will get on the back of the grid, how 11 will get on. I think this is actually her highest qualifying in Srl Round. Maybe even an increase, it's fair play. If Missy can get back in, I'm intrigued to see what they do. I'm intrigued to see if anyone can stop Milan, but if his quality is anything to go by. Feared as well. And King show up in P6. Anyway, everyone's lined up, everyone is almost lined up. I think we see the final cars taken to the grid. Trying to get a good camera angle, the camera angle we want to get. Give us 1 second. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And it's lights out. No, away we go. It's a good start by Milan, but it's also a good start by George. Into turn 1. Will he contest his teammate? No, he won't. So further down the grid, King Shownik has made contact with Carbon Khan, but it seems to be all clean in the midfield for now. As you go into turn 2, a bit of argy-bargy. I don't think anyone's lost the wing. If no one's lost the wing, that's very impressive. But let's see, coming down the straight, any overtaking moves. You have King Shaw on Duzlex. Into turn 3, will we get the move in the Haas? We won't, as we have 11 in the wall. In making way too late, and now her promising start there ruined. As Duzlex and Dylan, but there's a virtual safety car. A virtual safety car is out. Now this gives me time. It seemed like it was clean. Let's see, did anyone get numbers? Fared up into 9th. Hen is up. Okay, thank you for the hards. Okay, it's actually nice to give me 2 different tire strategies now. So yeah, the hard tire, okay. Listen, that's interesting. I think, was 11, I think she has big wing damage, yeah, no wing, so hopefully, into the castle section. Yeah, I think we're not going yet. Stop a game, I get it, okay? I think, well, Milan, I think he now has a chance. Keenshaw drive through penalty for speeding on the virtual safety car. That will hamper his race dearly. That'll put him down to 13th as 11 will have to pit for her new front main, but don't give up because there probably will be safety cars. So, I know 11, she's not hard to give up, so. Nah, yeah, there is no threat of rain from what I was told. Yeah, King Sean into service drives that and promote everyone off position. Henna's there. Oh, here we go with the glitch timings. We love it. It's when someone pits, that's why. When someone has a drive through or something. That's when it glitches. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Let's see, any battlefield behind, this is gonna confuse the grid. I think Dylan's like that as well, you know. That's okay, can it please fix itself? Why is Dylan's car ghosted? I'm so confused. You know, it isn't ghosted anymore. Now, I think it was just ghosted on my screen. Won't feel but gaming trying to go round the outside. Don't think he hits the wall there. Can he get the move? This would be a brilliant move if he can get it. He has. Oh no, but he's gonna go into the wall. And he has wing damage, and that's all of his overtaking done. Dylan, don't go into castle section. Everything sorted itself there. We are back on the lap 2. Beefy though, on the hard tire, up into P6 already. As Dylan gets past Fear, and so will Hennes. Hennes as well having a good start, but now, Hennes getting very close to the outside wall. Here, he has wing damage. I did see him lose an endpoint from that contact with the wall. But Milan already 1.6 ahead, so he's had a very good start. As Fear by giving Hennes jockey position. I think Fear needs to let him have it with the wing damage. He should be pitting anyway. Milan there, which is the fastest now. If he any overtakes, will Beefy. It's glitched him at the DRS thing because I said it was lap 3. But Scar, yeah, feared into the pit as well as Hennes. Did Hennes get wing damage? That would be very disappointing for him because he's had a very good start. Does Hennes have wing damage? I can't see. Yeah, he does, okay. That would be very disappointing for him. Kings from all up in the pit and I've streamed the drive through, but anyway, yeah, Beefy and Duzlike, sorry for missing that. Oh, I do apologise for missing that overtake. Anyway, Maverick, is he going to go down into the scars? No, he won't. Into castle section. We'll make food cleanly. Oh no! Duzlex can't. At the wall, I believe he's lost all of his left end plate there. Yeah, that is, so that will promote. You have to go into the pit, so. No one's officially retired yet. SLM11 has pit onto the hard tire. If you're at the wall there, you just ride, I can't see. I'm just gosh, I hate you just found annoyed. Okay, it seemed to be. Milan said it was based on that middle sector. He seemed to lose a lot of time on the straights because that went down for 1 second. Or is it? Oh, Hennis has retired a virtual safety car. Where has he done that then? I'm trying to look on the track, but he's done that at the castle section. I do believe, as Milan pits already. Already there. Is he going on the highest? Because if he has, he kind of shot himself in the foot. Excuse me. As they're not going to make it to the end. If they do, they'll be shot. Well, actually, it does last. I don't think he won't lose too much time, but I don't think he'll still end up. I don't think he'll gain any positions from it. The Jonah would have drive penalty with speeding in a safety car via sorry. That well, he'll be very angry with himself there because he was on for a good race. They all flags. No why. Yeah, Milan, he could shot himself. He has to get past the yellow flag and King showed him as a tire. Where's he done that? We will, I think we'll see if some dozen is on board. How is he coming that far down? There's no safety car or VSC surprisingly for that. But Milan, he's stuck behind Dylan for longer than he would have wanted. And this will allow Maverick to catch him. No, Dylan doesn't like to give up positions. Come on. Dylan's trying to go round the outside there. Oh, he's been shoved into the wall. Dylan, I mean, he can't, he has no one to blame but himself there. And there's a safety car. That, I was feared spoke in his wing as well. Even with his broken wing, that will benefit him if everything calls up, and that will help Milan a lot. A what? Oh. And we'll see George from, oh, this won't be good for Milan, because he'll get held up, because obviously that's how the game works for some reason. Feared by gaming's retired. Has he crashed or has he just done attack? I think he's retired. Crashed like properly. BT's not going to pit, of course, him being on them tires. Yeah, look, Milan, I mean, I think everyone's coming to the pit anyway, so. 11 should be helped by this, she can't show him. I have to change his rating so he'll lose position, he'll lose more position for what he gained from this. Down into P8, I think. From P1 there, that is a shame. He's one of the medium tire. You have to pit again. He shot himself in the foot as my man. Excuse me, yeah. I think Milan, Skies and Mystic, they all could have easily gone on highs and went to the end with the safety car, but mediums. I think what they're thinking is that they're either going to pit the sauce at the end, because the safety car is they're going to try and stick it. Anyone competent I cannot see, by the way, so. If you're trying to speak to me, I cannot see. Just obviously gets rid of the game screen. My Mystic is still out of the session, okay, so. How's his AI's choice? Excuse me, I just need to save my voice using the safety cap areas and also trying to manage other stuff at the same time, so. If I do go quiet, I do apologise. Because obviously, it's all comes, I'm not used to this, so my voice isn't exactly doing great for itself at the moment. If Scarves is pitted, again, on to 5 out, he's not on fresh hards, he's on old hards. He can't go to the end surely off of old hards. He's on the same map of hards as Beefy, that's because he started on the tires. We should see safety car in this lap as long as everyone doesn't go to the wall again. Remember, you might think, oh, we're seeing lots overtaking, but they can't be overtaken until the start-finish line. And they have fixed that in this game where you will get an illegal overtake. On the last game you could exploit it a little bit. Yeah, it's here women's side, but we are getting blue skies here, so if there was any fitter range, I don't think there was to begin with. That's been silenced. More catch up the back of the grid, so safety car will be in this lap. Here we go. So Beefy in the lead, remember he is not pitted though, so net lead is in George's hands. Milan on the mediums, watch out for him, but he has to get past the midfield if he wants to catch up to the front. So, but I think Dylan will be getting a poster stamp on it. I think he might need a word to, because it isn't the first time. Overtaking going on back here? No. When will Beefy go? Is he gonna go late? He's gone early. Milan gets a 5-second penalty for clearing the scars. Milan's gone early. Dylan can't overtake yet. He shouldn't be allowed to overtake. If the game's letting him, he shouldn't be allowed to. If George's gonna go to the inside, no. Dutch owner's gonna fight back, sorry. But Milan has got a 5-second penalty for a collision. And the grid doesn't like getting very close to the wall. He has his teammate ahead. I think he'll want to get past him as soon as possible. He's gonna go for it. No, it does like being sensible. He's not gonna go for it. Milan up in the 7th already, but he has to get past. Well, there's actually the driver who did put him in the wall earlier on in the race, so I don't think there'll be, any love lost in them too. As well, I think doesn't it's just let Milan through. Being on the medium tires, I think he knows he doesn't want to battle. Anyway, Milan, like I said, he wouldn't want to waste any time getting past Dylan as he makes a late move. Dylan, you need to work on your race car, buddy. I'm not trying to call anyone out, but he needs to be honest with you. I don't like doing it, but I think it's kind of obvious. Anyway, let's see. Dutch owner on the back of Carbs now. And we have George on the back of Beefy. I think he'll wait into the straight though. He will want Dutch owner will be the same. 11, is she able to overtake the AI here? She is, okay. I thought she was struggling for a second. Here comes Maverick on the back of Carbs now. Coming through the fast left right, he moves to the outside, which will be the inside for turn 1. I don't think he'll need it though. Shit, let's be. Carbs isn't even trying to use overtake. Oh. I've been kicked out over the session. Invitation. Is there any way of me joining back? If anyone in the stream Okay, I don't know whether I can get back in. This is why spare invites could have been sent. I don't think anyone who I know or is anyone in an open party is in the lobby still, so we're a bit screwed in that front. I might have just end the stream here. I'll give it another few minutes just to give people a chance to give me an invite, and if they don't, then I'm gonna have to end it. 'Cause I don't know what I can do without an invite. I have an excuse for going. Let's just see if I get an invite. Come on, people. An invite would be more than useful. I'm just trying to think of something. You have to bear with me a second. I'll give them till around 3 minutes past 1, so they have a few. I know people are racing. I know it's probably gonna be very hard for them to send me invites, so I think we're depending on having a VSC or something, so I could get re-invited. Okay, I did. Okay, Scars has sent me an invite. Thank you, Scars. So I have got back in. I hope. I did well then. I'm ready. Oh, come on. Okay, 1 second. I will be clear. Ian, what has changed? Oh, don't tell me I have this glitch with no one's name. Oh, you're taking the mic. Guys, if you can still hear me, I know you're probably trying to race, but I might need another invite back right if you can hook me up with one, because the only name that comes up is Mystic, and I have to guess everyone's name, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm going. Okay, I got another invite back. Thank you, Sophie. Okay, guys, don't worry about it. I just need an invite for everyone's name, just so I can see everyone's names. I'm not doing that without it. Let me just accept this. Okay. Thank you to everyone. Actually helping me get back in. Apologies, I don't know what happened. It kicked me out of my party as well, so. Come on, give me everyone's name. There we go. Should be all fixed now. We should be able to get back into the race. Loading back in, yep. What's this? The line is in P3. Okay, let me just get every graphic up again. Evans pitted, Milan gets up in the P2. I'll turn back at the right time. So he's made progress on his medium tyre. He's got what fixes to it. We have Dutch owner and Dylan, the two Dutchmen, into turn 1. Dutch owner taking the outside, Dylan taking the inside. Is he going to try and go? No, he's going to do a switchback. Dylan's broken, racing later. I think he's gone into the wall. Yes, he has, and he's lost. a very huge chunk of his front wing. He hasn't lost his impact, but he's lost a lot of his front wing. I know, okay. If I did mess up any of your race, I do apologise. But thank you for sending me a number back. Anyway. Baby's still at the pit. Oh, Milan's at the wall! And for the second time in this race, he has got wing damage and will have to pit. I think that's like the second time in this race or something. The castle section has claimed the victim, and this time it's Milan. Looks so fast going. He's been good in the race. He just, I mean, the first time it wasn't his fault. But this time round, it's just the castle section. No, I think I might hit the inside wall though, going up the hill. Scrapman corner win numbers, no he doesn't, okay. You're fine, that's Scars. Scars is now crashing the castle section. Did he get wing damage? Yes he has, he's got a no wing. Safety car. Milan is one lucky human being. And Beefy. And Beefy. Beefy's lucky too. Then mediums. I think this is good for Maverick as well. He beat on the fresh mediums. Milan's mediums and Dutch Owens mediums should make it to the end. Beefy, George, Carter, they could all pit and come out ahead, so. I'm trying to miss it or not. Beefy, I mean, he'll come out in the lowest P4, so this strategy couldn't have worked out better for him. Go for it. What do you keep on doing that, eh? Sorry. I don't know what I keep on doing. Let's see, will Beefy pit? That's the main question. He's probably right, but I do, I plan, I'm not 100% sure whether I will. I'll see how my voice is by the end of this race, and if it's okay, then I'll be pulling the voice. If it isn't, then I'm just leaving. Beefy pits, George pits, will Carbs pit? Yes he will, does X pit, because if they all pit, this means Beefy will come out in the lead. Those X pits, yep, so Beefy, safety car benefiting him, for sure. Carbs, is he going to get out of his box? He will. No one has moved around here, apart from Beefy, because he would have lost probably down to, I don't know, somewhere like 6, but now, got the safety car, excuse me, on the fresh mediums, he's in the lead. Well, let me just check, I haven't checked his position changes. Well, there you go, Beefy started 11th in this race, and he's up in the 1st. And there's no like, oh, Netley, he hasn't pitted. Safety car's come out, he has pitted. Now he has 13 upset. I mean, Milan will be on the charge, Milan will be hungry for a win. I know he will. Because he got win numbers twice, he's proven he has the pace, he proved it in the Euro stint, he proved it by getting back up to P3 when he pitted on fresh mediums, but this has worked out for him in some way, because I personally think he has the pace, he knows he has the pace to catch up, and when he would have had to pit, he would have had to pit again, so this is probably one of the best things that, I mean, it's not one of the best things, it's a good thing. What I'm trying to say is, my thought is taking over. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, it will probably benefit him in the long term. Safety car won't be in for maybe even till about 15, you know. I don't think it'll be that late, but yeah. Much catch up. Probably by next lap, yeah. But 11, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't say you'd be disappointed. I mean, I've been seeking her. She's just seen her quality pace. I mean, there's quite a few people. I think Milan might be better on quality, and I think 11 is as well. There's a few drivers here, and there's, people who are better on race pace. I'd say Beefy being one of them. And Hennes, for that matter. So he is retiring, unfortunately, after. First, he was the first DNF, unfortunately, so. Mistakes are cars in PA. You could get back in. You could be in PA here. Yeah, definitely in next time. Definitely. Oh yeah, what was I thinking it was shit Canada? I forgot. I'm in live back just before Canada now. I just forget about that. So next week we do head to Canada. Obviously I'm not going to focus on next week because we still have, well, I'm not going to say, hopefully it's not an anti-climax. Dylan gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with the Dutch owner. Did he get wing damage? He'll probably get that removed from his finish time at the end there. And she should count. I mean, she's going at racing speed. She's up on her PB to the first sector, so. Who's going off there? Dylan. And he's retired his car. That is, well, I mean, obviously it's his choice, but the likes of Milan have carried on after being put on the wall, 11 for example. But Dylan it's called it a day, unfortunately. The first second penalty, which he could have very easily got removed if he had proven footage that it wasn't fair. Which is what should have happened. Safety car in this lap. If 11 catches up soon, then it will be, and we'll have to back off even more. Will be 11's called up to the back of the queue. Safety car is in this one. It is, and it's probably later than what everyone would have thought. Beefing here, can he get a good run just like he did last time? Will we go early or will we go late? It will be late. I mean, it's already later than when he went last time. He's gone. It's a very good getaway again. But he might be slowed down here just for the safety car. No, safety car is in the pits, never mind. Beefy. Leads in turn 1, then from George, and then Caravan Con in P3. Duzak's in P4. Milan trying to go down the inside of Duzak's. Here he comes into turn 2. They make contact, but still clean as Dutch owner there gets a good run. sorry, yeah, I'm back. You have Milan and Carbs, they're battling for P3. Milan's out of ERS. Carbs isn't even using overtake. Beefy sets fast lap with the race. Milan, well, trying to get past Carbs, the small quarter behind. Dutch owner here is here as well. This is really the main battle we have for P3, is George is dropping out of that 1 second window, so he won't have the ERS unless he gains time here. And Dutch owner, he's gaining, he's in overtake. Is he going to go for it, or is he too far back? Milan moves though, a little bit, but yeah, that's fair by the Milan, what he did. A little bit just to make sure Dutch owner couldn't make the move and then move back. Milan though, he needs to get past Carb soon. I think, is the ERS enabled this lap? Well, I didn't see something though. It might be, it might not be. In that 14, so. Used to be second, but out it is Dutch owner there. Milan spun! Again! The third time he's done it there, and he's got more front wing damage. And that's his chances of, well, even probably a top 5 finish out of the window. I think Carbs won't mind that as well as Dutch owner. Probably George Beefy as well. They won't mind that one bit. No, I think he hit the inside wall. Oh, he's crashed. That could be a safety car, is it? No, it is not. We're very lucky not to have one. It's a VSC though. We're down to 9. We're down to 9 with 10, or if you include that 17, 10 laps to go in this race. George only 1.1 behind, so he's still there. When we are back to racing speed, Beefy's almost out with this. George's game, he's within 8 tenths. We can just keep it there, we'll have DRS. He has to keep it through with the 30 year to the tight 50 section. By the way, apologies for me going quiet earlier, I just have to sort out stuff. He's closing though. If he can keep the gap like this, he might not be able to overtake, but if he can just keep within that 67 tenth window. Actually, what's the ERS difference? 50. Beefy usually eases up his ERS, so he's doing good. I actually have more than George, but he is gaining his George, so this could be the chance he needs. If them two start squabbling, you could see Carbs and Dutch owner possibly have a look, so we could end up having a four-way fire for the win, as George will remain within DRS unless he bottles it, which he doesn't. Used an overtake here, so is Beefy, they're both in overtake. He'll have the DRS, I don't think he'll be close enough yet. Look, George though, he's saving it, Beefy is using over his overtake, and it'll probably end up being the same by the time they come to the end of the straight. Gap is about 3 tenths, I think George, as Dutch owner, is closing up the Carbs. See, what's the gap? 7 tenths up for the foot, but it's 3 tenths between them two guys. But I don't think we'll see any moves in the middle second unless Dutch owner feels brave. And that gap is just going up to 9 tenths now, so I think it's getting bigger. The main battle we're watching, as Dutch owner seems to be taking the wider and wider, so obviously getting better access. Probably what he needs to do if he wants to get past Carbs. Because if he gets past Carbs, if he's shown he has pace, he could maybe catch up to George and who knows, maybe even get Beefy. Would George even have DRS by the time we get to the DRS? I don't think he might, but I don't think he'll be as close as Dutch owner will be to Carbs. If we're going to try it here, no. Oh yeah, and look at this. George, I don't think George will even have DRS, and if he will, he's around 8/10 mark, so I'll keep an eye on that. But the main battle I want to watch is for third. Here we go. Carbs at 80%, but remember, Carbs is a lot more ERS than what Dutch Owner has, and Dutch Owner isn't using any overtake. He knows that. Maybe Carbs will probably use some of the defense, he's just trying to save it. That's smart. If Beefy set fast lap of the race. These are the only battles, so we can. Mr. George out with DRS from the 1.1 seconds. Dutch Owner though, is he going to be close enough to try it into turn 3? I don't think he will be. You're going to go for it? No, he hangs back. Smart by him. Oh god. Excuse me. Apologies. Carb's car looks slidey. I'm trying to show him he has the pace, so he needs to, if he wants to catch up to P2 and maybe catch up to Beefy, he needs to get past Carbs as soon as he can. What he could do is try and get past Carbs, and if he doesn't feel like he has the pace, then he could pull out some of his tactics. He's using a little overtake on the exit though, and that will put him right onto the back of the McLaren as this guy's got past Mr. CI car. Yeah, George is now falling back to 1.4 seconds, so. Here we go. Dutch Owner again, he's activating overtake this time. He is going for it. Troy Carbs has activated as well now. He does. Dutch Owner doesn't though. Dutch Owner is not. I think he's just trying to maybe save it for a last lap overtake, because we could see last lap overtakes on the line here, so just remember that. That's why the drivers could be holding back. George is 1.2, he's gaining a little bit on the straight. I think he's set up, Beefy's already done at 2% ERS, so. But that probably explains why he's getting a lot. Dutch Owner, he's trying to save the ERS though, so. I think his tactic might be, is either just to wait until like the final few laps to catch Carbs and then pull away. Or what he's trying to do is save enough ERS so he feels like if when he gets past Carbs, he can push and obviously get away from Carbs and also get near George, so. Well, Sky's, I'll keep an eye out for the battle Q7, because Sky's on first source 11 on, I think that's called medium, so. Dutch Owner just wants to play his cards right here as Carbs very wide. They're both getting very close to the wall. Dutch Owner actually tapped the wall a slight little bit. Carbs hits the curve though. Dutch Owner, he has to go for it now if he wants a chance. He's putting it in the overtake. He wants it now. He is in an overtake. He's let go of it though. Neither of it's Carbs. Carbs isn't using it either. Now Carbs is. They're using it at different times. Anyway, here we go. Trying again, is he close enough for a dive at the turn 1? No, he's not. Carbs, I know that he's turning a bit early there. And then Dutch Owner is right on his tail. Through turn 2. No. You cannot get there. Carbs is now 5.3 behind. Beefy though, only 5 laps to go, but remember, these tires, I think they will make it to the end, but they won't feel good, so. From my experience anyway. As you see, you have Carbs. Just in front. Now what? I think Beefy gains over time in the middle sector, and that's cool. I don't know why. Because that's why him having IUS doesn't actually seem to matter that much. I thought Dutch Owner was about to do a Robert Kubica from last year and turn in a bit too early and hit the inside wall. But he hasn't, so. He's using it on the straight. That's not exactly the place I expected him to use it. Maybe that's just to get a boost. But yeah, maybe he's gonna get a boost, but he's not trying. Seems. George! Oh, I thought you might lose the back end. Oh, I thought we were gonna see a spin. Spin langer. Dutch Onlo is activating overtake. He needs to go for it, come on. He's right on the back of Carbs. He is this time, he's going for it now. Open the overtake. Carbs cannot put up any fight. Maybe well, Carbs doing this man, because look, Dutch Onlo now down to 12% ERS. Carbs on 50. Actually, oh god, actually, I'm really captain leader. My apologies. And Scars is right in the back of 11. Does 11 have line damage? Does she? Let me check. Oh, Does she? I think she's off their endplay though. She has she? I can't see. I don't Scar. I can tell Scars has. Has she though? Has 11. No, I don't think. No, she hasn't. Okay, I don't think so. No, unless I'm seeing things wrong. Can Dutch Owner catch up to George? I think Beefy might be a bit too far away, but surely a P2 for him is possible, which I think he'd take. Carbs, I don't think if him and George do get locked into battle, I could allow Carbs a chance to maybe get both of them. I don't think Dutch Runner can afford to go overtake on the straights because he doesn't have much ERS left, whereas Carbs can. And also, he seems to be a lot more confident on the brakes too, rather than Dutch Runner does. But gap is 6/10. Carbs could come back at him if he wants to, if he tries though. Is he going to open the overtake? He does. Dutch Owner doesn't. Carbs coming back at the Williams driver, and he'll get him. Yes, he will with ease. If he'll do that and still have more ERS in him, so that's smart by him. That's good. I think these two could go down to the line here for the podium. Excuse me. Which pound is actually Beefy? No warnings. George 1 warning. Carbs 1. Dutch Owner, e-service drive-through, he has 1 warning. That's Wallison. No penalty. I thought I was taking penalty which he served and then only got 2 warnings. So everyone seems to be pretty clean in terms of, yeah, there we go, so. Everyone has no penalties. The max one we have is Scars, I think, on 2 warnings, so. George is starting to hold a little bit of gap now down to 1.8. They're both using up, oh, George! Hit the wall, he's got wing damage. I did see a bit of end plate come off. He has to stay out, surely. If he hit, that will cost him P. That will even cost him P4. He's just gonna have to stay out and risk it, I think. I said unfortunately I can't check the comments, but I saw end plate fall off for definite. I think anyway, I'm 90% sure I did. It might not have been that much, but I'm pretty sure I did see him fall off. Dutch Owner here, coming at Carbs. No, he's not using overtake. They could see a 3-way battle for getting Beefy. As long as he keeps it on track and keeps it calm, he will, I think, take the win. But the battle for, well, I thought it would be P3. I think it's going to end up being P2, yeah. I think George definitely does have wing damage. Don't know how much. I did see him play fly off though. I can't really tell actually. I'm pretty sure I saw him play far off, did I? We'll see in this middle sector actually. I think then we'll get out. I think then we'll know for a fact whether he did. He definitely hit the wall. Didn't seem like the biggest of contacts, so. I think he might have been a lucky boy and gotten away with it. Lucky man. I think. Gap was 2.2. It has come down from what it was. See. You know, he's been a lot more cautious in Castle. I think maybe he doesn't want to try that again. I think he might have gotten away with it. Dutch owner on the back of Carbon Con coming through the middle sector. BC will come across the line in a few moments' time to win. Started on 11, so a very good drive from him. The battle for the podium. BC wins.
Why?